A very good morning, student. Once again, I welcome you all for the online lecture series on remote sensing and GIS. So, we were talking about the microwave remote sensing, and we have covered so many parts about the microwave remote sensing in the part one. We will covering some of the part in the part two as well as in part three. So, this is the lecture about the microwave remote sensing part two. So in previous lecture, we have discussed about the microwave remote sensing, the brief introduction of microwave remote sensing, and also we have talked about the different two different types of the microwave remote sensing. Now we have to actually start with the another concept, that is microwave remote sensing radar type. So we'll starting with the microwave remote sensing radar types in this lecture. So I take this privilege to welcome you all for this online lecture series. So let's start with the microwave remote sensing radar type. You have to wait a second. So in this lecture, we will see more about this microwave remote sensing, right? In my previous lecture, that is part two, I already covered little bit of introduction as well as what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages we have been gone through when we are using the microwave remote sensing. So let us understand more about this microwave remote sensing. So let us start. What are the different types of radar system we have till date? So पहला है हमारा, the first one is pulsed radar. So in pulsed radar, distance between the transmitter and object can be measured, and the speed can also be measured by constantly tracking the object, that is change in range from pulse to pulse. So पहला है पल्स रडार. तो पल्स रडार का यहाँ पे मतलब ये हुआ कि पल्स रडार में जो हमारा डिस्टेंस है, जो ट्रांसमीटर और ऑब्जेक्ट के बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है, इट कैन बी मेजर्ड, ये मेजर किया जाएगा, एंड द स्पीड कैन आल्सो बी मेजर्ड बाय constantly tracking the object, that is change in the range from pulse to pulse. So when you are having track of your transmitter location, okay, when you are having the track of your transmitter location and the object location, so this is possible. You can track the speed of the object also. So if you have pulse radar installed somewhere and you are looking at maybe a moving car, you can easily track them. But here we have another type of radar which is actually more suitable for that application. So in continuous wave radar, we have Doppler radar and frequency modulated continuous wave radar. So in this case, it is more suitable for your measurement of the speed of any vehicle, and nowadays people are using it. So police have already installed this in traffic signal, and they are monitoring the speed of the car. So these continuous wave radar, they are actually used for the aircraft altimeter, but these are not suitable for long distance range measurement. So in the case, we have two different types of radar systems. First one is pulsed radar, another one is continuous wave radar. In the pulsed radar, distance between the transmitter and object can be measured and speed can be monitored. That is because of the change in the range from pulse to pulse. Whereas in continuous wave radar, you have two different types of systems. First one is Doppler radar, and the second one is frequency modulated continuous wave radar. And continuous wave radars are very popular nowadays, and people are using it for day-to-day life purposes. So moving towards the next slide. Now here यहाँ पे हमको ये समझना है what are the different types of the component we have in microwave remote sensing. So the main component of radar system are पहला है transmitter, then you have receiver, then you have antenna, then electronics, which record the received energy, right? So here in the first figure, you can see this is in the case of active radar system. ठीक है, ये active radar system का case है, where the system itself has a capability to illuminate this particular surface, and the surface will react and then it will give you the back scattering value, right? So the scattered value will go back to satellite, वो वापस satellite पे जा रहा है, or your sensor, which is located either in the space or maybe in airborne, and that will be captured by this particular sensor. So here you can see this particular system has illuminated the area from this particular position. ठीक है, this particular position से, यहाँ से, from this particular position, this surface has been illuminated, but there is the absence of the solar energy, right? And और उसके आगे क्या हो रहा है? Here you can see this particular system has illuminated the area from the particular position, but whereas in this one, here it has moved and it has captured the back scattering value. Now let us understand here, the satellite which is illuminating the particular area will release the pulses, and the moment the first object which interacts with these echoes, that will get back scattered, and this will give you back scattering values, right? So the back scattered value will again go back to your satellite. ठीक है, हमारा जो back scattered value है वो satellite को वापस जाएगा और sensor, and then that will be recorded, and subsequently the recorded data will be transmitted to your ground station, and the ground station will receive that energy and in form of image, and that will be distributed and analyzed. So this is how we are doing in case of microwave remote sensing, right? अब दूसरी चीज हमें जो इसमें सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है, इसका मेन कंपोनेंट हमने बात किया, ट्रांसमीटर है, रिसीवर है, एंटीना है और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है to record the data. Now if we see the next slide, that is about the back scattering, and let us understand this back scattering phenomena. What is actually the back scattering and how this is different from reflectance or emission? Here already you know this particular flight has active radar and it is illuminating this particular surface, and surface क्या करेगा, and this surface will either absorb the energy, transmit the energy or reflect the energy, ठीक है, or scatter the energy. So here, since we are talking about the microwave remote sensing data, so here microwave energy, they are the longer wavelength and they will get back scattered. ठीक है, longer wavelength होता है इसका 0.1 centimeter से 1 meter, आपको पता है. So the back scattered value will be received by the object which are scattering this, or which is involved in the scattering phenomena, is known as back scatter, and the energy which has been received by your active microwave sensor, that is actually, that energy is known as back scattered. ठीक है, so the portion of the incident radar signal redirected back to the antenna through the target is known as the back scatter. तो back scattering का जो definition है वो ये है कि the portion of the incident radar signal redirected directly back to the antenna through the target is known as the back scattered. ठीक है, अब let us understand what exactly is happening here in this figure. The transmitter generates successive pulses. ठीक है, transmitter जो है वो successive pulses को generate कर रहा है of a microwave. So the microwave energy, right? जब microwave को वो जब भी वो pulses generate करेगा तो microwave energy को वहाँ पे successively generate करेगा. So the successive pulses, so the pulses will be sent in a FOV. कहाँ पे sent होगा? Field of view, and that will reach to our surface, and the moment the object interact with your pulses, they will start back scattering, and at the same time it will go back, right, like this. It will go back like this. Okay, it will go back like this, and it will be recorded by your sensor. Here a sensor has been placed and it is recorded by your sensor. So in between, the radar beam illuminates the surface at a right angle to the motion of the platform. So this is the movement direction in this case, right? I cannot draw the third direction, so this is actually for the visualization. The antenna receives a portion of the transmitted energy reflected from the various objects within the illuminated beam C. So here the transmitted energy is A, right? Focused by the antenna, into beam, that is B. Here it is your point B, and here it is your point C, and this is your point A. Okay, and then C is the energy reflected or back scattered from various objects, right? Now, subsequently, electronic system store the data in the form of two-dimensional image of the surface, and then it will be transmitted to your ground station, and subsequently it will be analyzed. So in microwave remote sensing, polarization plays a very significant role. तो ये माइक्रोवेव रिमोट सेंसिंग में क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ जो आपका ट्रांसमीटर है, it is generating successive pulses of microwave A at regular interval, which are focused by the antenna into a beam, that is point B. The radar beam illuminates the surface at a right angle to the motion of the platform, and the antenna receives a portion of the transmitted energy reflected or back scattered from the various objects within the illuminated beam C. And subsequently, the electronic system stores this data in the form of a two-dimensional image of the surface. ठीक है? Now let us see कि ये polarization, क्योंकि ये जो polarization है, ये काफी ही important term है microwave remote sensing में. So here the polarization of the radiation can be used as an advantage. ये एक advantage point है. How? Let us see. So let us understand first this polarization and what do you actually understand by this term polarization. So polarization actually refers to the orientation of the electric field. ठीक है, आप यहाँ पे electric field देख रहे हो, so it refers to the orientation of the electric field. Okay, so polarization refers to the orientation of the electric field, and most radars are designed to transmit the microwave radiation either horizontally polarized or vertically polarized. So I have a figure here. मैंने आपको एक figure दिखाया है. Here you can see the active microwave radar sensors, what they will do. So they will illuminate the surface, but how they will illuminate? By emitting some light in the microwave region, and how they will be aligned or how this electric field will be managed. So either they will be using this horizontally polarized light or vertically polarized light. Okay, so in this case, if you see this is moving like this, अगर ये इस तरह से move कर रहा है आपका, if it is moving like this, in this case it is moving like this, so one is horizontal, another is your vertical. So this is in the case of transmitter. Here we are only talking about the transmitter, but do we have the flexibility so that we can transmit it horizontally but receive vertically? Is it possible in microwave remote sensing? Then the answer is yes, we can. ठीक है, so अब जब इसको पोलराइजेशन के बारे में समझना हो तो एक स्लाइड और देखते हैं. The combination of polarization are also used in the microwave remote sensing. And first one is your HH. So what do you HH means? HH means the transmitter will be in horizontal polarization and receiver will be in horizontal polarization. And the next one is VV. VV का मतलब क्या हुआ यहाँ? So vertical transmit, vertical receive, or in HV it is horizontal transmit, vertical receive. In VH, vertical transmit, horizontal receive. So here basically we are making use one of the technology, and we are trying to extract the maximum information using this microwave energies. And basically here we are using the back scattered energy, right? And among these four, the first two, which is actually your HH and VV, are known as like polarization because both are in same polarization domain. So first one is your HH, basically horizontal, horizontal. So they are like each other, vertical, vertical. But in the next one, these two, they are basically different from each other. So they are known as cross polarized. Here you can understand, right? So moving towards the next slide. Here you can understand this how this electric fields have been generated, and this is just for the visualization. And here you can see this plane is basically orthogonal plane. यहाँ पे जो हमारा plane है वो orthogonal plane है with respect to the propagation direction. So these two are basically the plane orthogonal to your propagation direction. Whereas if you see these signals, so the electric field is basically here and here. So one is your horizontal, another is your vertical, right? So in polarimetry, what we do, we acquire the process and analyze the polarization state of an electromagnetic field. So this is what we are going to use in microwave remote sensing when we are talking about the polarization or polarimetric SAR, right? So अगर हम पोलराइजेशन की बात करें तो इन पोलराइजेशन यू हैव फर्स्ट वन इज एच एच, ठीक है? यहाँ पे हमारा जो पहला है वो है एच एच, वेयर द ट्रांसमिटेड एंड रिसीव्ड एनर्जी बोथ आर इन सेम पोलराइजेशन, दैट इज हॉरिजॉन्टल. एंड इन द नेक्स्ट वन आपके पास है एच वी. तो फर्स्ट वन इज ट्रांसमिटेड is in horizontal direction, horizontal polarization, and received is your vertical polarization in VV. Both are vertical in VH. The transmitted is in vertical, whereas received in horizontal. So अगर हम इसको divide करते हैं दो ग्रुप में, that is HH and VV, they are known as like polarized, and HV and VH are known as cross polarized. मुझे I hope this is clear to you all. Now here we have seen all the four cases, but can we get some additional information by changing this polarization, whether in transmitter or in receiver? So yes, we have some different information which we are using HH when we are using HV and VV or VH. So what exactly we will get? So that I am going to show you some examples. So this one is HH image, okay? यहाँ पे we have this one is your HH image. So here the transmitter has used horizontal polarization and receiver in the horizontal polarization. So here VV, here it is your VV. Then third one is your HV. So you can see all the three images, and can you find out the difference or some additional information which you are getting in different polarization? So here if you get this HH, this particular area is actually better than the others, right? If you see VV, you can see this particular area, this is your water body. So here you can find out some features which was not visible in this one and not even this one. But if you see HV, your settlement or the building information or the geometry of a smaller objects are better. So if we use this, our information will be different if you this our information will be different. If you use HH, our information will be different. But can we use our basic understanding about the remote sensing and how do we visualize these images? So I hope you remember this color composite. ठीक है, ये color composite के बारे में हमने previous lecture में बात की थी. So in case if we can generate a color composite using these, here the images, whether our information will be different or it will remain like only like this or this or this. So let us see when we combine HV, HH or VV together to generate a color composite. Let us see. I hope you can easily find out the differences between the first image, second image and third image, and this is the color composite image. यहाँ पे ये वाला जो है वो color composite image है. Okay, right? So here the information which has been highlighted by this HH and VV and HV all are merged together, and all the information captured by these three different combinations of polarization has been included here. So in case if you find a data in all these 3 or 4 polarization, you can generate a color composite, and you can use this polarization to extract your target in a better way. Okay. So remember here in this course, I'm going to teach you all the basic understanding as well as the advanced processing of the remote sensing data, right? It doesn't matter whether it is an optical or microwave domain, but you have to select the best method, which is giving you best result for your application of your problem. So here I have listed some of the satellites which are working in microwave domain, and this is not a complete list. This is the selected satellite. So first one है आपका CSAT, next is ERS-1, ठीक है, ERS-2, JERS-1, RadarSat-1, SIRC, InVest RadarSat-2. So these satellites are available in space, and the data set are also available to some of them are actually paid one and some are free. Some of them are freely available. So in case if you want of any data set or maybe the recent launch data set, so you have to contact space agencies, and if it is freely available, you can directly download them. If it is paid, then you have to do the formalities. As I mentioned earlier, this microwave remote sensing is completely different from your optical remote sensing. So here the imaging techniques which we use in optical remote sensing, that is not followed here. So to understand that, you have to understand what are the different imaging techniques we have in microwave domain. So पहला है strip, then scan SR, then spotlight, then POL SR, then it is InSR, and then InSR. These are the different imaging technique available in the microwave domain. And उसके बाद this is your different microwave remote sensing imaging technique, that is strip, scan SR, spotlight, POL SR, InSAR and ISR. उसके बाद हमको देखना है what are the imaging techniques. पहले में जो strip mode है, you can see the example with the figure also. This is your strip mode actually, right? So you can see this particular flight is carrying an active remote sensing sensor, and which is illuminating this particular surface, and it is sensing this area in strip. So first strip will be generated, then next will be generated, then so on, and subsequently using this strip images will be formulated, right? And the next one is here scan SR. What you will do, you will acquire the images in frame, and the frame will be used together to generate the image, right? In the third one, you have a spotlight or a spotlight again. This will be generated like this. Okay? This will be generated like this. So if we talk about this spotlight, again, this will be generated like this. So one object will be seen from two or three different positions, and then you will generate this complex images. So here, if you compare this strip, scan, SR, and spotlight, you will find the difference in the sweat. Okay, so here we are using a strip mode, this 30 kilometer range. Okay, यहाँ पे 30 किलोमीटर का रेंज है हमारे पास. And after this, sweat has been reported. When we are talking about this scanner, this 100 kilometer was reported. यहाँ पे 100 kilometer was reported. Then spotlight, this is 10 kilometer actually. Okay, so the sweat is basically the width of your image, right? So in that width, you will have several pixels. So here also you will have pixel, but the calculation of spatial resolution and other will be different. Okay. Now, when we are moving towards our next slide. So let us see here that in microwave remote sensing, it is interesting to know about the side-looking radar system operation. In this slide, let us understand this particular flight is carrying a active remote sensing sensor. So it will start the illuminating or transmitting the microwave signal, which will subsequently reach to your target. So here you can see once it has reached to this particular position, it has already interacted with the first object, right? And soon as this object gets get this transmitted signal, what will happen? Your back scattering will start. So the back scattered value will start traveling towards your sensor, and at the same time, this transmitted energy will keep on traveling. Towards your sensor, and at the same time, this transmitted energy will keep on traveling to your next target. And once it reaches to this tower, and then it will again send back to the next echo, right? So the back scattering will start from this tower as well as from this house. So depending upon their position and the time when they interact with your transmitted signal, so once it is over, then it will reach to your sensor, and then they will be recorded, separated, and your microwave image will be generated. So here already everything is now mentioned. So these are basically radar pulse from the transmitter on board aircraft, this yellow color, right? And the return signal from the tower, right? And the return signal from the tower, they are in green, and return signal from your house, they are in gray color. I hope this is clear to you. So this is about the imaging technique in microwave remote sensing. So till now we have covered, wait a second. So till now we have covered about this imaging technique in the microwave remote sensing, right? Now we have to study about the different types of microwave remote sensing in detail. ठीक है, mention तो मैंने कर दिया है कि उसके टाइप्स क्या होते हैं, लेकिन उसका डिटेल में हम पार्ट 2 में देखेंगे. What are the different side looking and this synthetic aperture radar. Okay, so this was all about the today's lecture. In order to avoid the you can say the to avoid the lengthiness of this lecture, I am just winding up this entire lecture of part 2 of this entire lecture here only. So we'll be back with some other contents of the microwave remote sensing in the part 3 as well as part 4 also. So till then, if you have any doubt, you can write directly to me at ankut495@bit.ac.in. Feel free to ask any question in the comment box also. I will feel happy to reply you all. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. I hope everybody is safe and everybody is at their home in this pandemic. So till then, enjoy learning through online videos and online mode. Thank you. Have a nice day. God bless you all.